I came from across the country to NYU because it's such a great school and it had what I was looking for.
Engineering became an interest of mine right at the beginning of high school when my grandmother, who returned from Namibia, the Peace Corps, she shared stories with me about how people there are just suffering from a lack of water resources.
When I was in grade school, I was really good at math and really good at science, and one day my mom said, "You should be an engineer." I had no idea what that meant, so immediately I looked it up. But it wasn't until senior year of high school where I did an engineering design project, and a friend and I, we invented a solar-powered battery used for natural disaster rescue. So right there, right at that moment, I knew I was able to connect the energy that I was interested in and the engineering that I was interested in. So that's why I came here to NYU.
In high school, I tried to push myself to take as many science and math classes as possible. Back then I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I enjoyed solving problems, I enjoyed helping other people. I really enjoy learning in general. I've always been a fan of physics, chemistry, and math, so coming here to an engineering school that combined the three of those was really an amazing feeling for me.
Ever since I was about 10, I've always wanted to be a robotic engineer. And when the time came to apply for college, it was like, wow, this is really expensive, and there's no way I could have afforded that. And it felt really hopeless for a while until I got the letter from NYU saying, hey, you've gotten this scholarship, and the promised scholarship was just this amazing gift that someone gave to me. It's like someone saying, oh, you know what, I believe in you and I think you'll do good things in the future. Let me fund you now.
Coming from a first-generation college student background and then wanting to pursue education outside of Michigan would not be possible without the promised scholarship.
Everything is actually more expensive in New York, and coming here was a bit hard on my family, but the Promise Scholarship was a major help for me.
When I received my acceptance letter from NYU, it was sometime in January. I was really, really excited because this was my dream school and I was able to come here. I come from a lower middle class family and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come here because I need to have this financial support from somewhere.
When I found out I got the Promise Scholarship, there wasn't a certain reaction, but it was the determining factor for me being here and still being here.
Being here in New York City has provided me with the leverage and language to prepare myself for international study in the decentralization of wastewater treatment systems. Now
that I'm here, it has filled me with a lot of experience. I meet a lot of people from completely different backgrounds. Back home, we're about 98% Hispanic from my certain neighborhood, so I didn't really see anything else.
Engineering being such a complicated discipline, I find that being at the Polytechnic School of Engineering is the best of both worlds. Not only do you have access to NYU, Washington Square, you also have access to this Brooklyn campus where we have much smaller classes and very accessible professors who are willing to help you so much along the way.
One of the things I enjoy being involved in on campus here is the Polytechnic Tutoring Center. I enjoy being able to give back to some of the other students and getting able to meet new students as well.
So what has also helped me achieve my dream of being a civil engineer one day is the community here of students at NYU. We're like a family. I see my friends every single day. I'm excited to have classes with them. We'll spend hours at the library trying to figure out a problem. Through my club, American Association of Blacks in Energy, we're able to really understand the concept, network with professionals, and just really understand the industry as a whole.
Being an engineer actually shapes you to be anything you want. With my background, I can look at different things, analyze a certain situation differently, and that just makes me an effective communicator, leader, and it helps me out at least just talking to people. As the vice president of the Chemist Club, I promote events to other people with companies coming in, taking in resumes, and potentially hiring future candidates. As part of Lambda Chi Alpha, I was the external vice president. I helped raise over 1,000 pounds of food for fall 2013 semester. And for spring of 2014, I was a co-philanthropy chair and helped raise over $5,000 for Relay for Life for people affected by cancer.
Something that I feel is a pretty big problem in society today is that people can't afford treatment for some ailments that they have. I really hope in the future I will be able to design things that are more cost efficient and more easily accessible to people who have ailments so that they can live better lives. Poly really helps to get close to that goal because the degree here is amazing, but more than that, the faculty and the other students and the networking possibilities help me get a foot in the door before I graduate and start learning things that are really practical to what I want to do.
I met this amazing alumni who's my co-founder now, and since then we've been working on our startup social effort and trying to really give a number to how important charities are when they're helping people out, and not just we helped some people today or we are going to help some people tomorrow. It's that we can say a dollar amount to what they're doing.
I think because of this being granted this scholarship, I feel as though there's two responsibilities that I need to respect. Number one is being humble for it. Some students did not get this scholarship, but I was chosen for it, so I have to be thankful and humble. And the second thing is I have to live up to the scholarship. They chose me for a reason, like I said before, so I have to make sure I get the grades, I network with the professors, and I'm able to be the best engineer I could possibly be.
I'm really proud to say that I'm one of the Promise Scholars here at New York University. I feel like that's a big show of faith that the alumni from the school have in the current students, that they're willing to take a financial investment in our futures. To the future students of this university, I challenge you to be as active as you can and make the most of your time here.
If I had to start again from when I was just a rising high school senior to becoming a college freshman, I think I would have told people to really go after something that really makes them excited and go after something that really inspires them. Being an entrepreneur, being a mechanical engineer, the thought of working with robotics really inspires me, and I'm really glad someone gave me the opportunity to pursue that.
I would not have received such an eclectic experience had I not attended Poly.
I'd like to personally thank all the alumni that have contributed to the Promise Fund. You guys are the reason why myself and many of the students around here are still in the school. We are the reason why the school is still going. Little by little, we're becoming a better institution, and more people are applying, and everybody wants to be a part of NYU and Poly.